So it's Monday, it's August the 7th. We just got home from our 2 or 3 day vacation, and this is what we come home to. I'll throw up a screen recording on my phone of the radar, and it's looking pretty ugly coming. We definitely need the rain, but there's some possible tornadoes, straight line winds, and hail in this storm, so we don't want that stuff. Our baby lamb has somehow gotten from one pasture to the other, so we're going to try to get her back to the main pasture with our mama before we get wet or struck by lightning. Welcome back, you guys. It's been probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. The storm came through very brief, very quick, probably 15-20 minutes at most. Very strong winds, but everything seems to be okay out here. I've got to go out and turn the light off in the shed over here, but I think we got about a half of an inch today, if you can see it right there. Yesterday we got about a quarter of an inch while we were gone. We've been going on vacation. We got about a quarter of an inch. That's 3/4 of an inch within 2 days, which is good. I was hoping for a little more, but anything at this point is a blessing. And I really thank God for that. We needed it bad. We were getting really dry, and we're still gonna need a lot of rain, but look at this sunset. Wow. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, it is Monday. It is August. It's the August 8th. Today I am planning on trying to get the remainder of the beans laid by over at the Smith farm. I've been needing to do it for a little while, but I've been trying to wait as long as I can over there to get the crop just as close to canopy as possible, because there's a lot of weed pressure over there. So I'm gonna run over there, I'm gonna pick up right quick, check it, make sure everything looks good enough, ready to spray. I don't think we got too much rain yesterday that I can't spray. We're going out of town this weekend, Thursday through Monday, so I'm trying to get everything as good as I can before we leave. That way, you know, I don't have to worry about any of that, and you know, those weeds aren't growing now that we've had this. Alright, you guys, we're here at the Smith farm. This is one of the weedier fields we have. You can see a bunch of Johnson grass coming up out here. We've got some sickle pods and some other odds and ends weeds out here. The beans aren't great. You know, I replanted some of these, and some of the small beans are still coming with it. I don't expect great yields out of these. If I can just get enough to pay for what I got in them first year or two, till I can get these fields back in decent, you know, operating conditions, you know, I'll be pretty happy. Some of these beans is already starting to bloom a little bit. Some of them not so much. You can see these are some of our replanted beans. They're still pretty small, but starting to get somewhat cover the ground. I'm hoping if I kill these weeds out this time, I'm hoping that'll be it. So we're getting a lot of Johnson grass out here, so hopefully that Liberty will really help take care of all that. And then I'm gonna take you down here and I'll show you the little bit better field. Places on it's pretty darn looking good, and places not so much. It's been really hurting, needing water. So here's it. Whether or not it'll pick up on camera or not, but I mean, you can really tell there's very few weeds out here, especially weeds that are actually you know, extending out into the canopy. Some on the far side over there where the beans aren't very tall, but you know, these beans that are here, like this one right here, that's okay, they're putting on a lot of blooms. Looking pretty good. So we're gonna hit them, try to take what few weeds are here. You see down here in this canopy, you know, there's a few weeds coming here and there. Try to take care of what's there. Try to take care of what crop we do have here. See if we can get us a crop to harvest this fall. I think our other double crop beans are probably better than these. I would hope they would be. simply for the fact that those fields have been tended for years and look a lot better. I mean, these beans are planted a month earlier, and some of my double crops are not catching them because these are already blooming, but as far as growth, they're catching them. So we'll see what happens. Back here at the house, gonna get the old Wilmar 745. We're gonna get it cranked up and get ready to get loaded up and go hit those weeds. Here at the sprayer, got my chemical jugs lined out for what we're using. All right, first and foremost, this is Reckon 280. This is a generic Liberty glufosinate. Driveline, this is aluminum sulfate. This is like an additive for this Reckon, make it work better. Crusader, this is Lambda. This is our insecticide, kills our bugs. I'm gonna add 2 ounces of resource just to help burn down a few of the weeds. This is technically a fungicide, but it also works to kill weeds, so I'm gonna add it. And then Hook is a product that goes with the resource to make it work better and burn less. So quart to the acre, 3 ounces, 2 ounces, and I have to look on this one, can't remember on this one. But got that, and then I've got I'm gonna put a quart to the acre of glyphosate Roundup, and also I have somewhere here, maybe on the Kubota, a non-foamer, supposed to help keep them foaming up. So that's our lineup. I'm gonna get her loaded up and we'll be ready to go. Gloves for protection. Put my eye protection on. Want a quart. Alright guys, so we're here at the Smith farm at the Wilmar. It's here, loaded up. We're about to spray, kill all these pickle birds and crap coming in. While I'm here, I'm going to do a tissue sample on these beans and just see what they need. So from what I've understood from my local extension agent, you want to do it when they're starting to flower, which these are. And it's, from what I understand, it's the 3rd to 5th leaf down. So I'm assuming that would mean these. I find some that are bloomed a little more. Just kind of wanting to do this to kind of see what I've got here. I know the soil needs a lot, and I'm sure the beans are going to need a lot. So this plant, there's 1, 2, 3. Or take one of these. I'm gonna do that on every one of these plants right around here. As you guys can see out here, there is a lot of weeds. So this is a sickle pod. We have a bunch of these out here. I'm hoping they're not too big and I can still kill them. I realized they got this big. It really grew since we've been gone on vacation. We'll see what happens. So, as I mess them out here in a bunch of Johnson grass. So, the first year, at least year on this farm, kind of my expectations are that I'm probably gonna have to spend a lot of time and probably even money, you know, getting the land back into shape. I don't expect to make a lot of money on it. If I can make any money, I'll be happy. I got our tissue sample. I will take and box that up, send that off tomorrow. Hopefully get the results within a week or so. I don't know that I'll necessarily apply anything based off the information I get off of it, for the simple fact that, you know, these beans aren't great. I just don't know that they're worth it. We'll just see what they need, and I'll make a call on them depending on the rain and everything. I'm also going to take a sample there from one of our better fields and see what they say. I'm going to play around with it a little bit this year. But let's get started spraying and see if y'all... Guys, got everything sprayed. Got the Wilmar back here to the house. I've left the flashers on. I got to turn those off. I got the Wilmar cleaned out. Got some tank cleaning solution in it. I've got to get back up here tomorrow. I got to spray one of our spring hay ground fields. It's a pasture in the fall, but I get it sprayed with Duracor, kill any weeds. I think right now, I'm gonna call a guy. So I got about 10 acres. He's talking about letting me put back together and cut hay on it. So I'm gonna go up there and see it and see if it's worth the count. So, well, you guys, I think that's gonna do it for the day. I went by and looked at it's about a 10 acre piece, between 9 and 10 acre piece. Hasn't had anything on it in a few years, so it's gonna need bush hogging, probably drilling, spraying a lot to get the weeds killed down. But I think it makes a pretty good hay field. It's right over there close to another 5 acre patch that I got, so that makes about 15 acres over there. So we'll probably get started on that here in the next few weeks as we have time. Coleman and I think are probably gonna go in halves on the property as far as, you know, cost to get it back in operation. So we'll see how that goes. I did talk to one of my landlords at the Smith farm. They actually used to farm that land and used to bag deer corn, and I'm actually looking at purchasing this sowing machine from them to start up our deer corn, to help start up our operation. That's an older machine, but looks still be in good shape. We tried it out up there today. It works. We'll have to get some string because obviously that's about empty, but I think that'll make us a good sewing machine. The New Long's a pretty good brand, I think. So that'll make us a good sewing machine. We got to get started on getting our setup fixed up at the barn. We're going to put a small chicken house bin up, like probably a 10-ton bin, 15-ton, whatever it is, to bag out of. We'll make us a setup out in the barn. So that'll be some videos in the coming weeks showing y'all how we're going to do that. But that's it for tonight, guys. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for just being here. If you don't mind, leave me a comment. Let me know what you like, don't like. Like us and subscribe to us, and we'll see you next time.